What are the secrets, in your opinion, that the medical profession hopes that we never learn as patients, I guess?
What I found out, coming from a medical background, and I was brainwashed in thinking that prescription medications were the way to go, and thinking that treating the symptoms of disease was the answer. And that's the medical profession's way of thinking. You know, you have a symptom, let's prescribe a medication for that symptom. I met a guy that was treating cancer naturally right before I went into medical school. We got in an argument. You know, I was saying he was pretty much a quack. He was saying that I didn't know what I was talking about, that I was being brainwashed. And so he asked me, pick any pharmaceutical medication and break it down and tell me how that's going to benefit the body. So I went to the library, I took 2 or 3 medications, prescription medications, which they never teach you in medical school, you know, how to break down medications. They just teach you how to prescribe medications. And about 2 hours later, I realized that every single thing that I was going to be taught was wrong. I mean, that all these medications are going to cause more and more and more problems in the body. So I went back to him and told him, teach me everything you know. Once we started learning about spiritual component, the mental component, the physical component, and we started looking at what the root cause is, we had a team we assembled, and our main goal was to focus on cancer. And we wanted to find out what everybody was doing currently in the field treating cancer naturally, because if you can get rid of cancer, you can pretty much get rid of any degenerative disease. I mean, that's the hardest one. So as we continued our research and we looked at ozone, went and trained with the people down in Mexico, the doctors in Mexico, and we decided to open up our cancer clinic in 1998 in Houston, Texas. But what we did was all of our research that we had put together led us, and this is what the medical profession hopes you never find out, is that we realized that all disease, including cancer, was due to a toxic overload in the body, and that everybody had a self-healing mechanism, and that when your self-healing mechanism becomes depressed, disease starts to set in. So how we found that all of these toxins that were coming into the body was the main cause of depressing the self-healing mechanism. So we looked at toxins in the air that people were breathing, toxins in the food that people were eating, toxins in the beverages that they were drinking, the toxins being secreted from parasites. So we took 2 or 3 steps back and found out that the average person was bringing in about 2 million toxins on a daily basis, but was only able to eliminate maybe half of those toxins on a daily basis through our elimination routes, our natural elimination routes: respiration, sweating, defecation, which everybody was constipated, urination, and then women have menses. So at that point we said, okay, what if we were to be able to stop all those toxins from coming into the body to begin with? And secondly, where are all those toxins entering the body? And we found that about 98% of them entered through the intestinal lining. Even the toxins that you breathe would get caught in the mucous membranes and end up going down into the intestines. So even all the natural doctors out there that were treating cancer, treating different degenerative diseases, were still giving patients handfuls of supplements to take, and not realizing that these individual patients are extremely toxic to start. So what we did, analyzing the amount of toxins that were coming in and the toxicity that the people already had, what we wanted to do was start by cleansing them out. And this wasn't just a normal detox program that you could find, you know, online, but what we wanted to do was start with the intestines, clean the intestines out really good, and then move on to a liver and gallbladder cleanse. After the liver and gallbladder were cleansed, then move on to kidney cleanse, parasite cleansing, and then chemical and heavy metal cleansing. So we were extremely successful, and we saw actually a lot of the symptoms go away. So what the medical profession doesn't want you to know is that every single person has a self-healing mechanism, and as long as their body is clean and they're not putting the toxins in their system and they're cleansing their body on a regular basis, that is the solution and the secret to preventing and eliminating all degenerative disease and cancer.